Good afternoon. Once again, we are here on another interview section with an amazing personality, a person of impact. Our story has touched a lot of people and, above all, inspired much more people. And our story has gone far and wide, it has gone far beyond Nigeria, and has gone far into the world. It's going global. She's an amazing personality, a Grammy winning video vixen, and she's a very beautiful person with a beautiful smile. Let me not spend a lot of time talking about her. I would allow her to introduce herself to us now. So, kindly introduce yourself to us, ma'am.
Hey, hi, my name is Vivian Adenijo. Well, people call me a Grammy Award winning Vixen. Well, yeah, I am that title. so,
Yeah, Miss Vivian would like to know more about you, what you do.
like I said earlier on, I'm being called a Grammy Award winning Vixen just because I earned the title. But that's not just who I am. My name is Vivian Adenijo. I am a model. I am a scriptwriter. I'm a PW activist. And also a Grammy Award winning Vixen.
That's like so great. Um, it's one thing I have been a great fan of is I believe your first encourager, your first supporter, your first hype man should be yourself. So I love the fact that yes, you are yourself and you're proud of it. Yeah.
okay, firstly, so every stage in life, no matter what you have, the first stage is self discovery. Like, it's when you discover yourself, you love yourself, and then you accept yourself. So that's like the first stage.
Yeah, that's true. Um, that will lead me to my next question. What's your greatest inspiration? How did you become this person that discovered herself, loves herself?
Well, I'm one person, like, I'm very, very strange. I'm so strange. I get my motivation from being discriminated. Let me put it that way. I am more of the I watch out. I make sure I pick out the discriminative words from anyone trying to pull me down. And that is where I pull out my strength from. And that has been my source of inspiration over the years.
Yeah. It's very amazing when people can turn discrimination into something beautiful. We deal with a lot of discrimination in this present world. We deal with a lot of um, people just feeling I'm better than this person. This person is below me. I feel based on certain things, but then it's great to see what you've made out of that. Now, when I was going through your profile, I found that you are a student of mass communication in the Open University Lagos campus. That made me feel like, what's your inspiration? What's your aspiration for the media field?
Okay. Right now, I am currently working on my first movie, and that should be out anytime.
Oh, is that by any chance the announcement?
Yeah, I'm announcing it to the whole world. Yeah. Anyways, but that's not just my aspiration in terms of in the media world. I'm looking at going into every part of the media world, but most importantly and most especially, I'm looking at being in media. How do I put it? A presenter, more of a presenter. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's great. There's so much achievements and there's so much dream for more. Like, you are not pulled back by what you've achieved.
I feel my achievement leads me to the next bus stop. I feel each achievement prepares me ahead of what next. Because anything I do now, I feel like it's always like, oh, Vivian, you've done this. Then how do you want to use this you've done for the next stage? So everything I do is for the next stage.
That's inspiring. Now, yes, concerning your achievements, you you're unlimited. Like, wow, you're inspiring, you're motivating. You're like, you know, when we are young, our parents tells us bedtime stories, or people from Yoruba now, they tell us I love. But then those stories, they have these characters that people are to look up into, and these people are to, like, I want to be like this person. Yes, you are one of those characters now for this generation to tell their children. Just be like, do you know Vivian? She did this. So, concerning the achievement, you featured in Beyonce's video, and that is not an easy feat like Beyonce. So, we want to know, how did you land the role? How was the experience, the shooting, everything?
That question, whenever I've been asked that question, I still don't know the answer to give because it's still like one of the greatest testimony I can actually talk about. I got a call for the video in night to the shoots, and I didn't know what was going on set to next because I am not kind of person that asks questions when I go on set. Mine is that, oh, you called me for the shoots. Oh yeah, I'm going for it. Yes, I'm going for it. And I don't know who the director is. I don't need to know who the artist is. I not like I don't care, but I feel like I don't like asking too much questions. Just do your thing and then be good at whatever you're doing. That is who I am. So then I got on set. The air stylist was asking one of the models that, oh, how do you feel being on Beyonce's video? All part of me was like, really? So you're actually on asking your video. You know that feeling that, oh, I'm listening to someone on bouncing your video. Not even knowing I was also understand. And yes, I felt more fulfilled. I felt like, oh yeah, I felt more happy when the video came out. And not only did I put the cover like the cover of the video, like my face got to show more.
Yeah.
And that taught me a lot of things. And I made my research because I'm such a brainstormer. Like I am a brainstormer. I ask myself questions a lot. So, and I asked myself, why would I be on brown skin on video? Please, I'm not brown. I'm not brown skin. I'm not black skin. I'm white. So how can I be on brown skin on video? It's And then I sat myself down and then I understand. That was when I got to understand what colorism means. That was when I got to know what the real meaning of colorism, and I've been working on that ever since. And I would say that is one of the things I've learned at MBG.
Yeah, talking about MVGL, that's like another major achievement, like in the history of Nigeria, because as long as MVGL remains and people go for MVGL, you would remain forever the first person with albinism on that show. And I feel like that's a great feat for everyone, and people will feel limited, people will feel like it's just a great fit for them. How did that how did that inspire you? What did it mean to you?
Okay, firstly, going for MBGN didn't just start today. It didn't just start when the form came out. I had a friend back then. He messaged me on Facebook. He was like, "Oh, Vivian, I like your skin. I like your height. I like everything about you. You can actually be the next MBGN queen." One part of me was like, "Are you kidding me? What am I going there to do?" But still, that's Vixen down here. The world is changing, and we have to change with it. It's reverse, so we need to like revolve as well. When the MBGN form came out this year, I was on a movie set, and I was like, I won't be able to go for it because I need to finish my movie. I need to work on it. That's another major achievement. I was like, okay. So when we finished the movie, and then I had my graduation. I graduated from my modeling academy, and everything was just like too much on me. You know when you have so much on you, and you're like, "Well, I'm not going for MBGN again, Jerry. We'll go next year." And one part of me was like, "If you're not, why not just go for this thing?" I was like, okay. But I had a mission. Because I'm a person, I whatever I'm supposed to do, whatever I'm to do, there's always a mission attached to it. I don't just I don't just take steps. I make sure there is something attached to it, like there must be something in it. I had a mission. I'm not going into MBGN to win. No. Yeah, we all want to win. We all desire to win. It's each and everybody's desire. But what exactly am I going into MBGN for? One, I'm going there to change the narrative. Like, I need to change the narrative of people. I'm going there to define the word colorism. Because that is one of the things I've learned from not just being a Grammy Award winning Vixen, but also featuring in Brown Skin Girl video. I learned that, like, that's something I learned and I've held on to ever since the video came out. Colorism. So that was my motive. That was what I really wanted to do. Like, a lot of people said, later on said, oh, Vivian is not prepared for MBJ. That's why she did not win. What they don't know is that we all have the reason why a lot of people are there to win. I went there to win, though, because everybody wants to win. I'm sure you go, you don't want to win. So you go, you don't want to win, innit? No. I wanted to win. We all want to win. But the most important thing is for me to make an impact. And I feel so fulfilled. I feel so happy. I am, and still will be able to do that.
That's actually very inspiring, and I feel you made a lot of impact because being on that pageant like changed a lot of things for a lot of people also.
You know, one thing I'm actually happy about is that I am okay. I said it right from onset. I am not an activist against the discrimination of albinism. No, I made sure I had that printed out real well. I am not an activist against. My going for MBGN has not only inspired persons with albinism. No, like I get feedbacks, I get questions. Currently I'm working on I'm not working on her because I'm even done working on her. She called me and was like, "Oh, Vivian, your story inspired me," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she broke things down, and that was what led to my first MBGN task. We are given the task to talk about the social what's it called, the things affecting the social circles in each country, in each state we represent. And funny enough, I got to know that rape is one of the things affecting the state where I represented, which happens to be my own state. And there was this girl that came to me. She came to me through via Facebook. She was like, "Vivian, I've been raped over and over and over again, and right now I feel like I should just kill myself. I feel like this world doesn't belong to me. I feel like just handing everything." But when I read your story, I felt so inspired and oh. You know one thing, right now I feel so happy because she's back to school. She stopped schooling since for the past 11 years. But when after my one-on-one discussion with her, she's back to school and I feel like that is the greatest achievement so far. Like having to inspire someone and the person is back on her feet like never before is something I can't share it for any other thing in the world.
Yeah, it's really great. Like you're really inspired. I'm getting inspired now.
Tell me
sitting here.
about it.
Yeah, you were talking about colorism, and I feel you should like talk more on it. Explain what colorism means to you and the narrative you want to put out there.
You know, in a country such as ours where we have 80% of black women and 20% of women with colors, we have discrimination, we have stigmatization. And you see all these things is enough to make a 10 years old child kill herself. When you go out there as a person with color and then you're being looked down upon, they're like, she's not worth being here. She doesn't deserve to be here. Do you know that feeling? We are talking about racism in the country at large. We talk about that. But I feel we should be more focused on each of ourselves, like one after, like we should focus more on ourselves. Like it's racism starts from you, starts from me, starts from everybody. So when I talk about colorism, I'm talking about women of color, women with different shade of color in whatsoever place they find themselves. That is what colorism is all about. And the fight against colorism is me fighting against the discrimination of women with colorism.
Thank you for that. So you are big on positive affirmations, and looking through your profile, this is something I understand emanates from discriminations, and also it has indeed proven that you're a really strong lady. But you are like this fairy tale character to a lot of people that did not have a breaking point, never faced challenges, and that begs for the question: have you ever gotten to a breaking point? And if you have, how did you rise from it?
Okay, I think I've gotten to not just one, I've gotten to we all have phases in life, and each phase has its own how do I put it, its own temptation. Let me put it that way. There's always there's always a box for each phase in life. So at the stage of my breaking point, it's there's at the age of 7, my mom told me something, and that is again, whatever you do, no matter what you face, never let it break you, and make sure it's not so obvious to the person next to you. And I have a friend that always tell me, if you're to try again, get back to your room, never let it show. So my breaking point, I would say, is something you will not see by yourself. Because I've learned to build myself maybe to be that strong face outside, and then a broken person inside. But still, even no matter how breaking I am or how broken I am, it won't last a day. Because I always tell myself, Vivian, why are you like this? What's up? What's going on? Come on, get up, go and do this thing, guy. You can do it. Or come on, forget about it. It's paying for the next stage. So every stage, every breaking point in my life, every time I feel like, oh my goodness, I'm distressed and all this and that, that positive mindset will always give me a reason to tell me, will always give me a reason on why I should get back on my feet and keep hustling.
Yeah, that's great. The positive mindset, positive affirmations, it goes a long way. Okay, you have a great profile online. Like I can keep on saying that. You have a great profile online. And naturally, such a great profile attracts praises and at the same time scrutiny. People tend to scrutinize, criticize, and sometimes attract cyberbullying. How do you deal with that?
Okay, I said it from onset. I said I get my motivation from being discriminated. I watch out for that things. I watch out for the cyberbully. Yeah, I might actually feel bad and like, oh my goodness, I'm not there. Funny enough, this happened of recent. This you just about happened of recent. But if I'm not bullied, then how would I do? I don't like being in my comfort zone. I want you to tell me something I don't like about myself, so I'll get up on my feet and start working. That is like the major thing about me. I want you to tell me something you don't like about me. I want you to insult me. I want you to shout on me. I want you to discriminate me, because that's the push I need. Not everyone needs that push. Not everyone can withstand that push. But still, we all need that push in our life.
Turning discrimination into something positive. That's just like you. Like it's just like you.
I need it.
So, what lessons have your journey, like in its entirety? What lessons has it taught you? What are the life lessons you've drawn from it?
Firstly, Vivian, I always tell myself, Vivian, in this journey of life, it's just you. Never forget that. Everybody else may love you, like they may care about you, but never forget the fact that it's you. So whatever you decide, whatever decision you make right now, will only affect you positively or negatively. So it's left to you to choose whatever you want. And I think aside from the self-acceptance, self-discovery, self-belief, self-love, and everything that has to do with self, just make sure you're you. And yes, originality matters. Like that's one lesson I've learned so far. Another lesson I've learned so far. Be yourself regardless. Try to be happy and make sure everyone around you is happy. And be original to yourself. Try to stop trying to fake things that is not. No big deal.
Okay, so in conclusion, if you were to meet Vivian Adenijo when she was 8 years old, what would you tell her? What are the lessons you would try to teach her?
Vivian, get up, get up on your feet. Work hard. Be you. Be original. And make sure everyone around you is happy. Because I always say, no one in this life, cares. I've been made to understand that no one cares. It's either you or you, because no one will do anything for you. No one will love you. No one will accept you. No one will believe in you if you fail to do it yourself. So Vivian Adenijo, can you hear me? Be you, be original, because that's just a major aspect of life. Originality and consistency in whatever you do. Like just be consistent and love yourself. Oh, every day. Oh,
Yeah, now we have like reached the end of this interview. Yes, like it's been a wonderful time with you. It's been a wonderful time being here, listening to you and learning from you. And I'm sure as happy as I am, people who are going to watch you, going to read about you, and are going to learn about you, are going to be much more happier.
let me say thank you in
and
advance.
inspired. So yeah, have a wonderful day.
Thank you.